Peace and shalom, family. This is Brother Ibar from the True Vanguard of Israel. And we are here one more time with a very important lesson. I'm here with my brother Abidan and brother Joel. Shout out to the people.
Yeah, man. Bless up to the YouTube family once more.
Yes, man. Blessings, Israel. Blessing, people of God. Blessing to all the viewers, Gentiles and Israel alike. Let's get into it.
All right, man. All right. So for the last couple of weeks we have been covering the 10-point plan. I believe this is part 4. Right, family?
Khan.
Yeah, can.
All right. So we are in part 4, right? As you can see, the topic Alice Bailey, 10-point plan is Jacob's trouble, part 4, and we will be covering number 7 and number 8. We basically are going amalgamate them into one, because when you deal with art, right? When we are looking at art and debasing art, as the title would have said, there's no way you can deal with debasing art without using the media to do it, right? So they use the media to promote debasing art. So we're gonna cover it tonight, and we basically just they intertwine them into one. Okay. Um, let's go here. Let me share my screen with you. Right. So as you can see on the screen right here, let me go here. DBS art make it run mad. Right. So Alice Bailey is saying DBS art and make it run mad. Right. So what is DBS art according to Alice Bailey? Alice Bailey understood that arts are one of the primary key to change culture, right? So how will she do this, right? Promote new forms of art which will corrupt and defile the imagination of people, because art is the language of spirit. That which is inside you can bring out painting, music, drama. Look at the quality, spirituality, and message of the art, right? Music and the film that are coming out today, right? So when we look at music, right, we look at drama, right, we look at film, we look at painting. Just pay attention to those and you will find out that something is seriously wrong with them, because a lot of what we are seeing today is either one or two things. Is either someone is purposing people to actually put out lewd stuff, or is it that the people who we see in the media every day doing this thing don't have no talent? But I don't believe it's lack of talent. I believe it's the producers are saying, to the artists, to those who act, like, okay, this won't sell. So you're forcing the people who deal with artistry to promote lewd stuff to the public, and saying, okay, if a person have talent, then okay, this won't sell. But we know that is not true, because there's an agenda to corrupt art, right? Because art is a means of communication, right? So we as a people need to sit back and look down and say, no, something is really, really wrong. I have looked into this and I realized that something is wrong. The 10-point plan by Alice Bailey, we can see it manifesting in society to the day as we go along. Okay? So we are going to break it down as we go along, family, and open up your eyes to a lot of things. You have anything you want to add, family?
No man, that's good thus far. That's
Yeah,
good.
man. Yeah, man. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. All right. So let's move on. So we're gonna take. It says, let's take a look at the music we listen nowadays. Right. Let me play this. Now, I think some of these songs kind of having a little bit you know, foul language. Let me see how we can skip through them. With your pussy, you have a bust out your face with this and lick out your teeth and pussy and show yourself. So there's a little bit of cursing, so let me fast forward from it.
Money head kill your life, save the word, don't kill up yourself, see the pan belly ram, figure the up penny end. Mad dog, why them head when the step in the fit, him a go and let them know, see a dup him on neck. Pan the bank, me a take thing, one in the head, type para, give a back, you what did that dead, sugar to the zinc fence, I sing put up forget. So the brother is saying, listen, put it through the zinc fence, right? Speaking about the gun, right? The place intense. I be a foot to a step, no big bends. My two side dark like the pile, me no know what's up with them. I'm like a killer in a man. I scream out, get the place intense. I be a foot to a step, no big bends. My two side dark like the pile, me no know what's up with them. Patient play the mind game, not me rush friend 9x plus the map 10. Make them black tens brawling, put the cops, them resurrect, kill. Right, so I don't think we need any more of this. You can see, the type of message that is out there, right? This is pure violence. Let's go back here. Okay. Right. So this is pure violence, and these are the things that the powers that be are the media houses, is been pushing. They have been pushing this for years now. We can't find positive songs out there anymore, or even if it is there, it's not that popular on your television, right, and the radio, and the different what we call social media, right, platform. It's not there. It's not there. The song that we just listened to, it's just pure violence, nothing positive, right? When we,
Exact, exactly. I can just add, many times there would be a, what I would call rebuttal pertaining to why positive music is not out there. And the artist, you just say, well, nobody's listening to positive music. But we know that's not so, because we see where in multiple cases where positive music excel. So is it that they are dumbing down the music, corrupting the music? If you notice, for over the past several months, maybe years, all you can hear in the music is scamming, or they would say chopping. All, all you can hear is darkness. They literally use the word dark. All you can hear is promiscuity, from females saying that they're curious, to a whole lot of things. So we're seeing there's a inundation as it relates to all forms of debased art, corrupt art, defiling art. So what is really the agenda? And if you notice, from great to the least, from small to big, basically indulging in these debased type of art forms. But we will get there as we go along. Continue.
all right, man. You have anything you want to add there, Allah?
No, I'm
We-
good. I'm good. I'm good.
all right, man. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Let me look for this song. Okay. So here's a brother, right? That we know very well, right? A talented musician. And somehow it seems like he can't come to the forefront, right? It's just for the the people who know this person right here, but he's been putting out songs after songs. And when I was looking at this yesterday, right? He goes by the name Ra'ash Yasharala, right? And this is his Vivo. He only have 692 subscriber, 84 likes, right? But pay attention to the message that come from his song.
Accountability, enough no really love responsibility. Always a pushing negativity. Blame other people for them crosses. Cause them messed up life, them no one fix. But big finger don't lie. Always a point out you and I. Somehow we need to check ourselves before we judge our next guy. That's the problem that we find in many people sometimes. And the same issues in your life. You have to be looking at yourself and make a change. Can't even see your lifestyle every day. As the most I watch you on your journey. And the things where you saw that you are going.
So he's saying we must take a look within, right? And change because the Most High watch you, right? But is this kind of message being pushed today? And we are taking a look at the subscriber that you have right now. 84 likes, 692, right? When compared to what we just listened to, let me go back there and see what happened. I want to see how many subscriber this person have right here. Let me see if I could find it. No, let me go back here and find it. Okay, so let me play it from here. Let me play this from here. Okay, so let's pause it and see. Okay, so is it the same person? No, I don't
No,
think
it's
so.
not. No, it's not.
Okay, let me go back and find him. Okay, so let's go here. Right, so we look at, okay, take a look at the subscriber now. We have 828K subscriber, right? Likes, 33K likes when compared to Ra'ash song. When you compare positive music to negativity, right? The negative music right now have more subscriber, have more likes. So we clearly see that something is wrong. Debase art and make it run mad. We are livid today, right? Okay, let's go back here. So we are looking at these songs right now. Get Colossians 3:16 up.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 16. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom.
Right. So the Bible says, let the word of Christ dwell in you richly with all wisdom. Because why? When Christ's word dwell in you, it comes out in your action, it comes out in your voice. Right? Read.
Teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns.
In what?
In psalms and hymns.
Because psalms and hymns are songs. Right? So we correct each other in psalms and hymn. But when you hear these kind of songs talking about murder, right? Sex, violence, drugs, right? Are we correcting each other in songs and hymn when we're telling persons to go, kill someone, sell drugs, take this brother wife. Read.
And spiritual songs.
And what?
Spiritual songs.
So spiritual songs, the song that are coming out through the media today are not spiritual songs. It's debauchery, right? They are promoting drugs, violence. And you wonder why society is like this today. Society is in a bad place because of the type of music, the type of movies, right? The type of painting that we are seeing today. If you're going to sell an ice cream, you must have a naked woman on the ice cream. You're at a car wash, there's naked female. This is why they say sex sell. Read.
Teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs.
And spiritual songs. Read.
Singing with grace in your hearts to the Most High.
Singing with mercy in your heart towards the Most High. These songs don't promote the Most High. It doesn't endorse the Most High. It just don't make no sense. And this is why society is like this today. Okay, let's move on here. Let's play this song right here. Let's take a look at this. So we have Ace on the screen right now, right? Now Ace Youngin, that's his name, or Youngin Ace. And there's a war. He have a crew called, I think, ATK. Ace's Top Killer. That's what it stands for. That's the brand. That's the brother brand. That's his record label. ATK. Ace's Top Killer.
Not seeing the screen.
Oh, not seeing the screen?
Yeah, as King Paris on there.
Okay, hold on. Let me put it on the screen. Okay, so is it on it now?
Can.
All right, good. Okay. Right. So what we have right here is ATK stand for Ace Top Killer. Right? And there's a war between Ace versus KTA. Kill them all. So you have two with the same what we call acronyms. But it's just that the word is different. Ace is Top Killer, right? And kill them all. That's two group right there. And they are putting their artistry in music. And listen to this song.
Now I wander into the sky. Would pass me by, 'cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I can just see you.
When I see you, I'ma push your shit back, boy. Chopper get the spitting through your set, we don't fight, boy. 12 paramedics couldn't save your fucking life, boy.
So the brother say 12 paramedics couldn't save your life, boy. Right? And they're gonna call out all the persons that they actually kill. Right?
Rod can't dead and he never coming back, boy. We gonna treat this bitch like a match, how we
Bibi is dead and he ain't coming back, boy.
strike, left his ass in the street, this the end of your life. Last thing your ass see a flashlight.
Left his body in the street, that's the end of your life, boy.
And it's Max, bro, these niggas soft as hell, all these niggas, they just act hard. I'ma shoot this bitch when I motherfucking see you. I don't go nowhere without my motherfucking heat, cool. Smoking on Lil Peter, I was smoking Trey D2. Free my nigga.
Smoking Trey D2, right?
Max till they motherfucking free you. Knock a nigga out. Oh, you tripping, baby girl, I don't need you. You could walk 1,000 miles and I still don't wanna see you. I got the whole city. Ooh, I smoke, baby.
So who I smoke? Bibi. That's a brother called Folio from the other gang, brother. So he's saying, who I smoke, Bibi.
Who I smoke, Tiki.
Who I smoke, Tiki. That's someone from the other gang, right? And this is coming out in their artistry, right? Get me I think it's Matthew 7, where it says they speak from the abundance of their heart. I think that's in Matthew. Let me see if I can find it.
Matthew 15.
I think it's Matthew 12:34. Get it from Matthew 12:34 to 35. Get that for me up.
Matthew 12:34. O generation of vipers.
So these are a generation of viper, right? Speaking from the abundance of their heart through the music. Go on.
How can ye being evil speak good things?
How can he be evil speak good things, right? And the media houses understood this, right? So they promote these young men who are known gangsters. They promote them as known gangsters. Say, okay, listen, if we want to debase art and bring it, right, relegate it to the dust, let's promote these men. Don't promote conscious music. And I'm telling you, this song we're listening right now, the views is crazy on it. Because why? It promotes negativity. People don't want to hear good song. Read on.
For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh.
Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Right? Is what is in your heart comes out in your action. It comes out in film. It comes out in the music. Right? It comes out in your painting. Right? Read.
Verse 35. A good man out of good treasure of the heart bringeth forth good things.
Right. So when a person have good heart, like we just read, one who meditate upon the word of God, spiritual song comes out, right? And it comes out in your action. It comes out in your daily activity, right? Love manifests. Read.
And an evil man out of an evil treasure bringeth forth evil things.
Right. So when these dude go into their evil treasures, right? What they have in their heart, guess what? Someone die. Right? Drugs being promoted, violence being promoted, homosexuality being promoted, right? Pedophilia being promoted. And that's what we are seeing today when you listen to the radio, when you watch the TV, when you go on YouTube, when you're on Instagram, when you're on TikTok, when you're on Facebook. Now, I heard a little bit of information about TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, so I don't understand TikTok like that. But I heard it's a Chinese what company or platform. That's what we use it at.
Myself don't really know who own it, but I'm aware of it. I don't really follow it up either like that. It's not one of the platforms I frequent, so myself I don't really know much information about it really.
Yes. Also, yes, it would be believable that it's Chinese owned based on the name TikTok.
Right,
I
right.
myself, I myself also don't use it. I would say have it one time on my phone, but then I actually get rid of it because it was too much of a distraction. So
Yeah.
that's why I get rid of it. So I can just imagine the amount of immoralities that is on it, because I mean most of these music nowadays, debased art, actually being what I would, as they would claim, boss by TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
So this is to show that it mostly promulgates, I would say, what debased art, all form of immoralities, whether it be sex, drugs, gun, and these things. So yes.
Mhm. And what I heard in China, it's not like what we're getting in the Western world. In China, I heard it's a platform for kids. So it's more like kids being introduced to engineering, mechanic, so on and so forth through it. And when you reach 18, you would have been kicked from it, right? But what we're getting in the Western world is not what China, that's not the version that they have in China. Because China basically block majority of the stuff coming from America. It cannot enter their internet space. So what we're actually getting through TikTok, through YouTube, that's not what kids in China is getting,
Mm.
right? That's not what they're getting because they understood through the social media. You place all type of negative stuff there, and guess what happened? You can change the society because majority of our kids is on TikTok, they're on Facebook, they're on IG, they're on YouTube. And what happened, in what we call the COVID the other day, right? The government provide every kid. This is one of the main purpose of the lockdown, to provide every kid with a Gmail account that the parents have no control over. When the kids was doing the online work the other day, guess what happened? A lot of stuff were just popping up that the kids can't even control, Links that lead you to porn sites and all of that. It's there. I have seen it.
Yeah, man. Enough
Stuff
time.
that
And
go ahead.
it's a deliberate thing. I know it for a fact because I can attest to like people even coming into like say Instagram, your Instagram account, and you can see that it's actually, I call them an agent because really an agent them send. Oh, because when they look at my platform and see what I promote and what I see them promoting, me like, clearly in darkness. Why you over here? You understand what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
me know them send that person now, so they can like my platform now. So in other what they call it now, the reels, then certain type of videos would come up.
Right.
You understand? So really them have agents, man. Trust me. Facebook them have it. Me see where them send friend requests from some people where I deal with some witchcraft, all manner of foolishness. So me know for a fact that they will definitely send links to you to suggest a type of material to really bring down your spiritual guard, to
Right,
really
right.
to really defile it in some kind of way.
Right. And that's where the media promoting this comes in, right? Because it's very difficult right now for you to actually go to any one of these platforms and something positive pop up because the algorithm does not. You'd have to literally search for it. The algorithm is not promoting that because majority of the people right now in society is not looking for stuff that promote decency and order. The
And,
majority right now is looking for, is it some music video, especially here in Jamaica.
mhm.
They're looking for
and
some skank song, some valiant, something foolish, or people business. I think they have this normally when I'm at work, me always hear the female them a talk about DMC, something like that. I don't know if you know that.
DMC.
I think
What's
I think it's some couple that have them live, you know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might be aware of it.
Yeah,
But when we look at this Alice Bailey 10-point plan here, you can see from the beginning of it on down how taking down what we read or what we went through before could now allow them to use people and promote debasing art because they already bound the strong man.
Exactly.
Then destroy the homes. So now we destroy the homes, we push drugs and guns within the community. So guess what now? Now we have people what we can use now to debase art and promote it. And guess what? They're gonna love it. You know why we know they're gonna love it? Because we control the media, we control the education. We are responsible for the fall of the Israelite family. We played a major role in destroying the family structure, especially amongst our people. So now the children who are being born in these homes don't have any parents of any moral, you know, who have any form of, let us know, morals then to guide them. So they are left by themselves with them phone and all of these other stuff for the beast to really program their mind. So now, you know, the entertainment or what they begin to love now is what we're seeing here. You understand? So yeah, I mean, this is like some military ops.
Exactly. Okay, let's move on.
Who I smoke, Lil Nine.
So who I smoke, Lil 9. So we have how many persons now that the brother they mentioned who they kill? Lil 9, Bibi, Tiki, and another one. I don't quite remember. So we have 4 persons now. Let's go.
And now I wonder what I upset. Got a low, I told her drop that. FNHP one in the head, I got the cock back. No, I'm smoking gin and one.
Okay, so too much of this now. Let's go back here. Get 1 Corinthians 14 and 26.
First Corinthians 14 and 26. How is it then, brethren, when ye come together? Hold on, let me see here. All right. First Corinthians 14, verse 26. How is it then, brethren, whenever you come together, each of you has a psalm?
So the Bible says when we come together, each one of you have a psalm. So we see these brothers, they actually come together, right? They do have a psalm because psalm just means song. But does it glorify the Most High? The answer is no. Read.
Each of you has a psalm, has a revelation, has an interpretation. Let all things be done for edification.
So let all things be done for edification. Are we seeing anyone getting edified here where the Most High is concerned? No. What we're seeing is death and destruction. Right? That's what we're seeing, death and destruction. Let's move on here.
And can I say that, I mean,
go ahead.
Why would you to show your whole social media have what I would say now, a form of addiction where you at war with another faction, right?
Right.
And you are gonna put yourself on video and make yourself a target. You're so, you feel so big. And I'm sure that some of these brothers who have made videos in the past going against rival gangs are dead now. Because people know your rivals know you like that because you're up on the video. So it's crazy to me how they basically make each other a target. You have to be wondering what is going on psychologically with these dudes. It don't make no sense.
Exactly. This is to show that there is an agenda. There is an agenda. So can continue.
All right. So this is this song that we are about to play right now is called List of Dead Apps. So what the brother is saying, the apps that I went on and the people that I killed. Right? So this brother is from the next side. KTA, kill them all.
Fulio, man, you a bitch, nigga, talking about my dead home.
Let's go.
That shit, nigga.
Let's move on.
Get this little nigga right here. Yeah. Hey, what's up? You remember me, nigga?
Okay. So clearly, we see what is going on here. Murder, violence is being promoted, right? Okay.
STG, this whole flame.
Now, when you take a look, let me go back a bit, right? Right here. You see the brother chain around his neck, right? You're dealing with real diamond here, real gold, real platinum, no joke. True singing song like this, because the music industry actually promote these things. You make one song like this and you make million. When compared to the persons them, you know, who are singing spiritual songs, you're getting nothing.
Shout out to Six, you know we the latest. You talking about ops, but bitch, I'm the biggest. I got the key, I got the ticket. Let's talk about ops, let's talk about drilling. Let's talk about dead ops, I got a list.
Let's talk about dead apps. I got a list. The brother is saying, right? You want to talk about apps? Let's talk about dead apps. I got a list. So I'm going to name out my list right here, right?
Name one by one, they all got blitz.
One by one, they all got blitz.
I need y'all to listen and pay attention.
I want you to listen and pay attention, the brother is saying. Right?
I'm tired of the acting, I'm tired of the gimmick. If I got hit in the head, he tried to...
Listen, he just mentioned a name. He says he got hit in the head.
Swim at the pool. Big baby got caught in the morning on the bus, was going to school.
Listen, he got hit on the bus going to school. Okay? Now, when you look at the chain right here, this one, JF right here, right? JF is somebody's name. I think is a person from his crew. I'm gonna show you something. Let me play back this video right here. I'm gonna play this back right here.
And I need you, and I miss you, and now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think?
Now pay attention. You see JF right here, and the brother gloves. You think it's a joke? You think they just show the gloves right in the video for no reason right here? It's a sign of mockery. Yo, listen, I murdered your family, bro. This didn't just show right here, you know. This JFS right here, it didn't just show. That's the name of a person, first name and last name. They didn't just put it up there. Why do you think the cameraman highlighted? It's something they sit down and talk about. They are showing you, they are giving you hints. They are giving you hints, bro.
Whoa. I never even noticed that part.
Okay? When you sit down and you listen to these artists and the stuff that they're actually putting out, bro, right? You have to pay attention as to what is going on. This brother is from the other crew, and you have JF here telling you, listen, I murdered your family, bro. Let's go back to the other video I'm going to show you.
Fulio, man, you a bitch, nigga. Talking about my dead homeboy, nigga. You drop that shit, nigga.
Tired of the ad and I'm tired of the game. Thought got hit in the head, he tried to swim at the pool. Big baby got caught in the morning on the bus, was going to school. Big baby got caught in the morning on the bus, was going to school.
There goes the JF right there. There goes the JF around his neck again. This is the other crew. They are giving you hints. They are telling you in your song, but you're just not paying attention as to what is going on. Debased art, the producers, right? And all these producers, you know who they are? The small hat. If you're in the Israelite community, then you're supposed to know what we call the small hat.
The J people.
Yes. They are the one behind this. The B on the chain right here represents Bibi. That's Bibi. It represents his brother. The small hat is the one behind this. Debased art, let it run mad, promote killers, get these Israelites to murder each other because they are the one mainly in the what we call the film world, the music world, you know, the painting world, all of that.
Out in the suburbs, remember that shit hit the news. Talk like hitting this top, down here to that attitude.
The brother said, listen, don't you remember it hit the news? He got hit in the top. Don't you remember it hit the news? And the brother is saying something in the song that a lot of people don't hear. He says he's protected by voodoo.
Cause some of that boy was a fighter, but he got lit like a lighter. When Sean died getting fooled, I heard it pulled out like a diaper. Damn. Hey, I heard liver was flying, he died with strike like a tiger. Hey, Shondell got kidnapped, he should have paid like a Bible. F and Bendo died together. I'm smoking smash.
Hey,
I can feel that. Heard they call.
No.
And as you mentioned, this voodoo and so forth. This is real debased art because, for the most part, really, this brother don't know if it's purpose or he's just not talented enough. This is basically what we would call a wannabe artist, basically just riding a rhythm, chatting, I would say, quote unquote, bars, and his delivery skills are not really, I would say, on point. His delivery is not really on point, but nonetheless, it's debased, it's corrupt, it's of low quality. You can hardly hear what he's saying.
Exactly.
But at the same point, this is what many people gravitate into. What's going on?
What them call it? Mumble rap?
Exactly.
Yeah, they're mumbling.
I mean, mumble rap, chop rap, whatever one name. This is a good example or a good replica of what we would call a debased art. It makes no sense.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Let's move on from that. So let's take a look at the music we listen nowadays. The music today is filled with violence. So we basically play, we played 3 videos showing you the level of violence, and we can go all night. We can go all night showing you songs because all of social media is full with violent songs, right? Selling drugs, sex, promoting homosexuality, pedophilia, all of that. Let's move on. The music. This is the music we put out today promoting drugs, right? So I'm gonna play. Let me play this song. Let me get this song right here. YouTube. Okay, so let's go. Right? So we're gonna play. Pay attention to this song. So you say the brother have some hemp, right? Weed. And he's basically sprinkling crack cocaine on it. And bear in mind, I want you to take a look at the subscriber. 2.23 million subscriber. It get 2.9 million likes. 284 million views, family. Put that in mind. Pay attention. Isn't selling crack cocaine illegal? So why is this song up there? Why is this song on YouTube with no pushbacks? Right?
Exactly. Exactly.
No pushbacks. But YouTube will come and flag you if you say something that a matter of fact, fair use. Fair use. Fair use. Let's go.
I'm in love with the coco.
I'm in love with the cocoa. Right? And we know what the brother is talking about because we see them chopping it on the table. Let's go back.
Not cocoa beans.
It's not cocoa bean. There goes. There goes. Right? Let's go.
That's not coconut.
And that's not coconut. Right? Let's go.
I'm in love with the coco.
Let's go back a bit right here. Let's show you something.
I'm in love with.
There goes the burrito on the table. So you know it's no joke. The burrito is on the table right there. A matter of fact, a gun is on the table. And our kids can easily access this on YouTube. You don't even have to put in a code to access this. You don't have to declare your age, but I guarantee you, if you are to go on certain site and watch something positive, okay, you must type in your name, your address, right? They give you a little trial version and saying, okay, how do you like to pay with credit card and so forth? There's nothing like that. When you speak certain thing on social media, right? A lot of person have to create what you call Patreon. A person pay to go and listen to something positive, but I'm in love with the cocoa is on YouTube right here. Debased art.
The positive stuff, you have to go to Rumble and
Right.
them have to be hiding.
Twitch. What kind of mess is this?
Them set up all kind of what you call different doorways you have to go through in the matrix to get to something that makes sense.
Exactly.
Exactly. Now you see what Alice Bailey talking about when she said, "Make it run mad."
Exactly.
So all the positive stuff would be censored, but as it relates to negative and immorality, it's free. It's running all over the place.
Exactly. Make it run mad. Right? Make it run mad. Something is wrong. And you know the funny thing about this act, when we come out and we talk about this, right? Whether we on the street or we on the major platform, a lot of person will, say, you can't judge. Who are you to judge? But you're not coming here to judge, right? You're not coming here saying anything. So, bro, listen, when you make songs like this, right? When the kids watch this, they're trying to act it out in real life. But let's go.
I'm in love with the coco.
You see that? The brother sprinkle, right? The powder and his weed, and he light it and he smoke it and he says, I am in love with the cocoa. I am in love with the cocoa. And YouTube don't have a problem with this. Fair use.
Got it for the Lolo. I'm in love with the coco. I'm in love with the coco.
But it's okay. Too much of it. Ah, man. Stop share. Hold on. Let me put this on the screen. Okay. Get first, let me see. Get 1 Corinthians 3, verse 16 up. This is crazy.
1 Corinthians 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High?
Right. So don't you know that your body belongs to the Most High? Right? This body that you have, you are the temple of the Most High. Read.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
Right. So this is a housing for God's Spirit. Read.
Verse 17. If any man defile the temple of God, him
so
shall God destroy.
When you start to put crack cocaine, smoke weed, right? You are defiling the temple of God. You are defiling the temple of God when you do that. Read.
Him shall God destroy.
The Most High will cast you into hell. Read.
For the temple of God is holy.
Listen, don't you know that the temple of God is holy? Read.
Which ye are.
Which ye are. And if you defile it, then guess what happened? You no longer remain the temple of the Most High, because you corrupt the temple. Okay, get Ezekiel 8 and 17.
The book of Ezekiel 8 and verse 17. Then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a light thing that the house of Judah, that they commit the abominations which they commit here?
Right, so the Most High is asking Ezekiel, Ezekiel, have you seen this? What the house of Judah commit? And the Most High call it an abomination. If something is an abomination, it's detestable to the Most High. Read.
For they have filled the land with violence.
Now pay attention. Pay attention right here. When you are singing, I'm in love with the cocoa, right? isn't drugs one of the main things causing violence in our community today? Crack cocaine, weed, gun, all of that we can clearly see in this video. We can clearly see all of that in this video being promoted. Violence. We know about you know, how the Colombians operate when it comes to their drugs. And everybody is trying to replicate that. This song is trying to replicate that. Gun. You take it, you get a bullet. Right? Smoking weed, all of that. It promotes violence. A lot of our youths today, when they want to go and commit, you know, some type of what we call murder that doesn't even look good. They smoke them weed, them take them crack cocaine because they claim it take away the pain. So the murder so gruesome. You hear them talk all the time about the Colombian necktie, where they, you know, slash your throat and pull your tongue through it. Stuff like that. Shred you to piece. 1,000 bullets in the head. And crack cocaine, right? Smoking weed because it takes away the pain to commit this type of murder, according to them. That's why they said, you know, kill and collect, smoke and forget.
Exactly.
Read.
That's what I was gonna mention.
Exactly. Read.
For they have filled the land with violence
Mm-hmm.
and have returned to provoke me to anger.
Uh-huh.
And lo, they put the branch to their nose.
They put the branch to their nose. Right? Branch is a limb. So then break off the leaf, right? Or the stem, the bud, and they put it to their nose. What could they possibly be been doing right here? Smoking weed, smoking crack cocaine. A lot of persons don't know that you know, crack cocaine came from a plant. It's also a herb. This is why when, you know, we go out on the street and persons talk about, okay, oh, smoking weed is a medicine. It's the herb. Crack cocaine also came from a plant, the poppy plant.
Exactly. Heroin as well.
Exactly. So a lot of persons say, okay, God gave us the herb, right, for healing. It is also a herb. What are you talking about? Read on up.
Verse 18. Therefore will I also deal in fury. Mine eye shall not spare.
The Most High say, for that reason will I also deal in fury. The Most High say, I'm going to deal with them with anger. Mine eye shall not spare. So if you're out there promoting crack cocaine, right? Promoting weed, smoking, heroin, all of these kind of substance that you put in your body, right? Put in the temper of the Most High. He's going to deal with you in fury. Right? Read.
Neither will I have pity.
Neither will I have pity. The Most High will not spare because you defile his temper. Read.
And though they cry in mine ears with a loud voice, yet will I not hear them.
Because you have a lot of person out there, a God me say, no, a God me say, but you're not even doing anything to endorse the Most High. What are you putting the Most High word into practice? Are you abstaining from crack cocaine? Are you abstaining from smoking weed, smoking cigarette, heroin? You're not doing these things, but yet you claim, oh, I'm with the Most High. No. That's not how it works. Get Proverbs 4 up. Verse 1.
the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 1. Hear ye children the instruction of a father.
Right? Hear ye the instruction, ye children of the father, because most parents would have told their kids, stay away from smoking weed, stay away from smoking crack cocaine, stay away from heroin, stay away from, cigarette, all of these kind of stuff. I don't know of any parents who actually tell their kids to go and smoke these things. Even person who stuck on these things is telling you, young man, stay away from it. It will mess you up. Read.
And attend to know understanding.
And attend to know understanding. Read.
For I give you good doctrine.
What we are saying to you is good doctrine. Right? What we are saying to you is good doctrine. That's what we're giving you right now. Good doctrine. Is this what I give you?
I'm in love with the cocoa.
Is he giving you good doctrine? I'm in love with the cocoa. Is that good doctrine? It seems so, because 2.23 million subscriber, 2.84 million views, right? 2.9 million likes. So it seems like this is good doctrine. It seems that way. Okay. Read that again, Ak.
Verse 2. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 2.
Let me put it back. Let me put this back on the screen. Go ahead. Read verse 2.
For I give you good doctrine.
For I give you good doctrine. So what we're giving you here is good doctrine. Okay? We're giving you good doctrine, people. All right, let's go back here. So, violence, selling drugs, sex. So we want to touch on, music promoting sex. Yesterday I try family to find some song, that promotes sex, and man, trust me, it was crazy. So I'm gonna try to find a song that actually, you want to mention a song that we can actually play, because it was so crazy yesterday, believe me.
Why it's very we know that a quote unquote Beyonce is a part of the agenda as well. But man, the transition from Beyonce and Rihanna to Cardi B and the rest. I mean,
oh my God,
it is them later. I don't know. Cardi B, as she said, she used to be a stripper. Them literally just give her a bigger audience to strip. That's it. That's what we're seeing. It's like them take it from out of the strip club to the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I mean, it's very difficult to find something that, all right, not too revealing. It's crazy.
Right, and that's the problem. You can't find nothing out there that is, it's a little bit, what would I call, less. But okay, let's try this one.
You would literally have to get that video yourself and find some editor and edit it where you would put a shadow or a shade over the body part showing. Let me put it that way, yeah. So man, it's crazy, man.
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's try this.
She's alright. That girl's alright with me. Yeah.
Hey girl, I can lick it, I can ride it while you slipping.
So right away, I'm not even gonna say it. But take a look, right? She's wearing what we call a bikini. And what she's saying, I'm not even going to repeat it. I'm not even going to repeat it. Man, this is crazy. Let's get First Timothy. First Timothy 2. Let's get to First Timothy 2 and 9. Get that. Let me get this off the screen, man. This is crazy.
The book of First Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Is she wearing something modest up?
Definitely not.
And she's on a platform, right, where the whole world can see her.
Yeah, and
she's on a platform where the whole world can see her.
She married, by the way?
I don't even know.
I think so, no? I think so. Or maybe she used to be. And I mean, to see how they would promote this sister here, you know, to our daughters, to the daughters of Zion, to Israel. And you know, they would even show her married. So I mean, our women will see this now and think, okay, you can be this person and be a wife. This is not wife material, people.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Read what you got.
First Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Is she dressing modest? No. And she's on a platform where the whole world can see her. Read.
With shamefacedness and sobriety.
There is no shamefacedness. There is no sobriety. Okay? Read.
Not with braided hair.
Not with what?
Braided hair.
Okay, so let's take a look at the sister right here. Right? Look at her hair. So these red hair now, these braided red hair now has become the trend in society today. And because Nicki Minaj is being, put forth as some kind of female that, our female nowadays can replica. Every one of them, they need this kind of red hair and, whatever they put out, then that's fashion. Right? So even if you have a sister as a young man and she's, at first she's behaving herself, soon as she start to watch this kind of thing, then she become a pest to you. Oh, she need this bikini. Oh, she need this red hair. She need this. And if you can't give it, then here what? She can't stay with you. She start to cheat on you, right? And start to behave in all manner of evil because this is what the media is promoting. The media is teaching the female to go against you.
Yep. Look at the class too.
Exactly. Let me play it.
I can do all them little tricks and keep the dick up inside it. You can smack it, you can grip it, you can go.
Look where that dude's sitting down now. Right?
Yeah.
And then look at the type of what we call what the pattern would have put on the wheel. What is this right here?
Naked woman.
The art.
Yeah, the art, yeah.
Exactly.
Go down and kiss it, and every time he leave me alone, he always tell me he miss it. He wanna F-R-E-A-K-F-R.
This is crazy. Too much of you.
Cardi, man.
Read what you got, Ak.
First Timothy chapter 2, verse 9, in like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and
With
sobriety.
shamefacedness and sobriety. Did we see any of that just now in this video? No, we didn't. Get Proverbs 5 and 3.
The book of Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 3. For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb.
Right, so the words is coming from her mouth is very sweet. It sounds nice to the person who don't understand the word of God.
Mm-hmm.
And sadly, majority of our young people today don't understand. So when them go on these social media platform and see these, Nicki Minaj and all of them talking and singing these songs, and it look luxurious, it look posh. This is the life that they want. Read.
For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb.
And pay attention. Nicki Minaj is a strange woman. Why? Just a couple years ago, Nicki Minaj get her big break on the scene, and guess what happened? That's where we start to see this big bottom shape, where they now start to get the buttocks and the nose and the lip and all of that. It's Nicki Minaj really come and put it to the forefront,
Yep.
Strange woman. Some female with some lip, some thick lip, some lashes long. Right? Strange female we see popping up these days.
And even the woman that came before her, like Little Kim,
right,
trying to catch up with the times. I mean,
exactly. I saw a video with Little Kim other day. I couldn't believe it's Little Kim.
Exactly. Totally different person.
Totally different person. And she's jumping around like, okay, I look nice, and you know what I mean? She's very proud. And people been commenting, oh, she's transformed. Madness.
Oh my goodness.
Read that.
For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil.
Right, her mouth is smoother than oil. You hear stuff. If you're carnal, it's nice. Yeah. I can lick it, I could all type of madness. Read.
Verse 4. But her end is bitter as wormwood.
Listen, hell is there for these kind of female if they don't change. Read.
Sharp as a two-edged sword.
Read.
Her feet go down to death.
Read.
Her lips take hold on hell.
Oh my God. Her steps take hold on hell. So when we see this female acting like this, it leads to hell, family. And this is what media promotes. Right? This is what the media has been promoting. Not knowing that majority of our young people, right? I wouldn't say not knowing. They know. They know what they are doing. This is why the Bible says, hell enlarge herself. Read.
Verse 6. Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable.
Listen, you can't understand Little Kim. You can't understand Nicki Minaj. They've been moving from one dude to another. Yep. Right? Their attitude, their whole functioning, the things that they do, right? You cannot ponder them. You can't ponder these female. Read.
That thou canst not know them.
You can't know these female. This minute they're in a marriage. Tomorrow they get out, have a baby, right? While the baby is in the belly, they're with another dude. That's how they operate. You can't understand his female family, especially for the men. Listen, I'm sorry for the younger youths that are coming up now who being raised in a good home and try to find a female. Listen, the picking is very small.
Very.
It's very so even now, it's very, very small. Read.
Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth.
So when you depart from the word of the Most High, these female will got you. Read.
Verse 8. Remove thy way far from her.
Listen, run from them female when you see them. Run from these female. Read.
And come not nigh the door of her house.
Listen, if you put yourself close to these kind of female, you are in trouble. Read.
Verse 9. Lest thou give thine honor unto others.
Lest though you give your honor, your respect unto others. Because if these female holy, all your respect is gone. Read.
And thy years unto the cruel.
Listen, you give your years, all your life unto the cruel. Read.
Lest strangers be filled with thy wealth.
How many times you see these kind of female take away men's wealth? You get caught up in these kind of female, they took your wealth.
Married and divorced, get your money.
Exactly. Read.
Have you paying child support on top of it.
Exactly.
And thy labors be in the house of a stranger.
Exactly. Read.
And thou mourn at the last.
And next thing you find, men crying like Tyrese. We saw Tyrese crying like crazy. Being grown man crying. Right? Read.
When thy flesh and thy body are consumed.
Because they take your money, right? Your emotion, what we call your peace of mind. They took that. Mentally you are damaged. Sometimes it's not even the money like that, but mentally them destroy you. Your whole emotion change, all of that. Read.
Verse 12. And say, how have I hated instruction?
Because you should have listened. Leave these female alone.
And my heart despise reproof.
Right, because guess what? Even persons who, you might be a Bible believing person. You can find yourself in leadership positions such as, pastors, deacon, bishop, elders. The moment you slip up with these female, you lose your power. Anytime you as an elder, as a bishop, start to sleep around with certain type of female, guess what happens? Especially if you're cheating, you no longer can minister the word of God properly. You become weak. Because there are certain things that you want to say, you want to correct them. You cannot do it because they stick you up. When you see these kind of female out there, don't believe that when they come to do the music video, them come with their art, right? To present it like this. Someone is saying to them, listen, no, this is how you're going to do it. And we actually present this in the first video. Right? Mavi speak about the group called the Pussycat Doll. They weren't free to just go out and do what they want to do. There is the small hats directing everything because they are debased in art. This is how it's supposed to present. This is what we want you to wear. This is what you're going to say in the song. We even see this brother they call Kendrick Lamar when he says, I'm an Israelite, don't call me black no more. That word is only a color. It ain't facts no more. Guess what happened? That song didn't go anywhere. But once Kendrick started to speak all kind of foolishness, then all of a sudden he gets a Grammy. I think he get 24 Grammy in one night.
What? Yeah.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Read on.
Verse 11. No, verse 12. No,
Get
13.
13.
Sorry,
Get
13. Yeah, man, 13. Verse 13. And have not obeyed the voice of my teachers.
You should have listened to your voice, the voice of your teachers. Read.
Nor incline mine ear to them that instructed me.
Exactly. Read.
I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly.
I was almost in all evil. Read.
Verse 15. Drink waters out of thine own cistern.
So drink water out of your own well. Right? Represents your upbringing in the truth. Go back to that. Right? Stick to the laws of God. That's your cistern. This is why the Bible says, the Most High give us cistern to drink. He gave us his law. But we hewed out cistern, which means we carve out our own thing. We now came up with our own instruction as to what we're going to follow. Not knowing, right, that these people are promoting these things, have a plan. They have a plan for you. Okay? They have a plan for you. You think it's a coincidence that we have all these kind of songs coming out? Right? And it's been placed at the forefront. You don't have to search for these things. It's just there. If you wanna watch something positive now, you have to type the exact word. Sometimes if you miss one word from it, it's not coming up.
One letter.
One letter. It's not coming up. But if you're looking for someone, right, who are doing lewd music, the fact that you push one button, one letter, guess what happened? It already started to come up. But if I'm looking for a decent lecture, right, trying to learn about farming, engineering, you have to type the exact thing. But you push one letter, right? If you push a G, you see all different type of lewdness under G coming up.
Yeah.
That's how it works. For someone is doing this family.
You might see gay BC come up.
Exactly. And we're gonna touch on that soon. Okay? Read on.
Drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters out of thine own well.
Yeah, man. The Most High gave us his law. Drink from that. Drink from that. Because when you're drinking from the Most High well, right, we are dealing with a strange woman right here. Let me show you something. When you drink water from your own cistern, from the Most High law, the law would have tell us this. Get Deuteronomy 23:17.
Deuteronomy 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
Right. So right away, our cistern, where we're drinking water from, tell us, there shall be no whore. There shall be no whore. So we know, right, according to our cistern, okay, no whore of the daughters of Israel. So these kind of females, shouldn't supposed to affect you, right? This is the things that they are putting out there, family. They know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. You have anything you want to add, Ak?
No, I don't even know if Marvin want to add.
Well, at this point, what I would like to add is this, because when we look at the base art, we have to understand the foundation of this debased art. Yes, we know that Alice Bailey come up with quote unquote plan. She's the face of this plan.
Right.
However, we have to look a bit deeper,
Mm-hmm.
because we have to look to the father of what I would say debauchery, corruption, iniquity, which would be the devil,
Uh-huh.
which would be the devil, plain and straight. So this is being pushed, and we all know what the devil would have, what would be his expertise in the heaven. He was actually a minister of songs, art, in other words.
Mm-hmm.
So if it is that he was doing art positively in the heavens and he is now expelled, what would happen when he used this art on the dark side, the left hand side, the negative side? So this is the agenda that the devil is being promoted throughout the earth, through the media and so forth. It's all a media control, a mind control. And if you notice, there is a specific set of people that really pushing the agenda.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who is that? Let the Bible state it. Get me Isaiah 43 and verse 21.
Isaiah 43 and verse 21.
Read.
This people have I formed for myself, they shall shew forth my praise.
So the devil know this. When it says, "This people have I formed for myself," the people that he's referring to, yes, you got it. The blacks, Hispanics, natives, these are the people that the Most High farm for himself. Why the devil is doing this? Why the devil is using these type of people to push his agenda? Because the devil know that these farm, this type of people, the Most High called to do what?
They shew forth my
To
praise.
show forth the Most High praise. Read.
But thou hast not called upon me, O Jacob,
Oh, who?
O Jacob,
Oh, Jacob, read.
but thou hast been weary of me, O Israel.
Exactly. So this is the problem the Most High have with us as a people. The Most High made us to show forth His praise. So if you ever wonder why we're so talented, gifted with all different form of arts, whether it be the, I would say, the music, nobody can sing better than us. I mean, you name it, from the R. Kelly, the Michael Jackson, the Usher, you name it. From on the female side, the Whitney Houstons, the Anita Bake, Anita, she want not even remember her name. Thus far, you have so many, a plethora of all well talented, strong vocalists, both on female and male side. Why? Because the Most High called us as a people to show forth His praise. The devil know this because why? Get my Isaiah 14 act and pick up at verse 12.
Isaiah 14 and verse 12.
Read.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
So this is a question. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Read.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which this weaken the nations?
Him weaken the nations. Read.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
Now this is the oath that the devil take. He said that he would ascend into the heaven and do what?
I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
And he will exalt his throne above the stars of God. So this is why there's so many things going on. If you notice, even in certain arts, you will see where certain videos you will see where they're going up in space. For example, the Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson video. You see they're in a spaceship and it's a form to show that hey, as much as what they were saying in the song is positive, the video itself, I believe they stated that that video is the most expensive video Michael Jackson ever did.
Mm,
The video with him and his sister Janet Jackson scream. Scream is the video.
okay.
The most expensive video that Michael Jackson ever did is that scream video. So these are things that they're replicating. He said that he would ascend above the stars. Read.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the
Upon
sides of the north.
upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. That's a location there, but that's for another topic to be discussed. Read.
Verse 14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
I would be like the what?
Like the Most High.
Like what?
Like the Most High.
So this is the thing that the devil have. The devil make a oath that he would be like the Most High. So now, if it is that the Most High form a set of people to show forth his praise on a positive level, that is, of course, what do you think the devil would do with these people?
Yep.
He gonna show forth his praise on the dark side because we all know that the devil is the perfect copycat. If God said the first day of the week, him said the last day.
Fine.
That's how it works. So anybody, he know that we are a special set of people towards the Most High. So he gonna use us to show forth his praise. And this would be a big mockery towards the Most High. So he knows what he's doing. He's very calculated. And we have to be mindful of this, Israel. We have to watch what we see, watch what we do. Other things are there to bring out, but I'm gonna heal right here and let the brother continue. So I bar.
Yeah, man. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Mic was mute. Sorry about that. So yeah, let's move on. Let's go here. Right. So we cover sex. All right. Promoting homosexuality. Right. And bear in mind when we talk about art, we're talking about music. We're talking about drama. We're talking about painting, so on and so forth. So, film. Let's go to film because music video is also film. So, let's put this up here. Now, look what we have here. So the title, before I do so, fair use. Fair use. Sam Smith, Coffee, Jesse Reyes, Gimme. Let's go. Now pay attention, right? Just pay attention to the background, right? And how the background look. It's a scene from hell.
Give me, what I want. What I want. what I want. What?
Okay, so we don't need no more. We need no more. We just want to highlight some of it. We need no more of this. Okay. All right. Let's go back here. Don't need you on this.
As Tulax said, the only thing straight in the video are the walls. Man said the only thing straight in the video are the walls. Oh my goodness.
We don't need none of this right now. I just want to show you what they're pushing. Okay. Right. Man. Let's move on from them. Okay, so let's go here now. Movie. Let's go to the movie. I'm gonna show you something. So what happened? All I did was just type in let me see. All I did was just type homosexual scene in a movie. And bro, look how many came up. Right? Hell or Pool Cleaning 2011 boyhood movie best gay trailer scene. I'm not gonna play them, right? Pro gay short film official, right? And I'm gonna show you something. View 178K view, right? 8.1 million view, right? 201K view.
What? Whoa! Look at this. Alicia and her wife, all scenes. Buzz Lightyear.
And this is a cartoon, bro.
Wow.
This is a cartoon. I'm gonna touch piece of it right here.
Fair use.
Fair use. Fair use. Now, you notice what she's doing here? And this is a cartoon. This is animation, right? And this is a 2022 film. Let's see what she say.
Check out her skin color.
Exactly. She's dark.
Oh, I got engaged.
Oh, I got engaged. Right? I got engaged.
Oh wow, that's great. What's her name?
Hiko.
What's who? Let's go back.
Hiko. She's one of the science.
Hold on.
She's one of the science crew.
Let's go.
What's her name?
Hiko.
What's her name? Kiko. She's one of the
science crew.
One of
You
the
got
science
engaged to
group.
someone you just met?
Was. I met her 3 years ago.
Oh right.
And guess what happened? They're raising a son.
I wonder where he came from.
They're raising a son.
I wonder how he came into the world.
Family. Debased art. You see why it's very, very important, right? That we touch on these things. If we just put it out there, debased art, a lot of persons don't even know what is art. Some persons see this and them just like slave over it, like debased art. What is that? They know what they're doing, family. They have it even in cartoon. So our kids is being programmed as well as adult.
Exactly, media control.
Exactly, right? All I did was just type in homosexuality scene from movie.
Hold on,
Drew Everett.
No man, before you touch on Drew Everett, right? The video above that this right here is the funniest thing probably ever come on YouTube. The interview here between the Africa and the Belgian. Oh my goodness.
Why are you gay?
Legendary, man. Yeah.
Ah man. I think we can skip past this.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Because we already touching a lot of these things already.
Hold on. Go. The headline there, Will Smith touching on him being
Okay.
against his son being gay.
Let
Will
here
Smith
it is.
breaks silence on opposing Jaden Smith being gay. So literally, they well, him, his whole family is under control by these same small hats because they have to use people like Will Smith who have an audience of millions that he has built up over the years to promote the debasing of art
Mhm.
through their children. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go here now. Mm. Let's try and use this. Okay, so art. So we're dealing with art. I don't know. I don't know which one to use. Let me try and use this. Okay, let me use this. Let's let's use this. Okay. So we have a book called Gay BCs, right? This is where painting, right, comes into play. Gay BCs. Why is there a book called Gay BCs? Why is there a book called Gay BCs? Fair use. Let's play this so people can hear it.
Hi, my name is Kimia, and I work for Evolve Early Learning in West Asheville, North Carolina. We are a preschool, and this is one of my favorite books that I wanted to share with you today. It's called The Gay BCs, and it is by
Ah, so innocent. One of
Let's
your
go.
favorite books, huh?
One of your favorite books, right?
A is for Arrow and Ace.
A is for
Words
what?
we
A is for arrow and what S? Words we use to say that's love and let me try and let me highlight it. Love and attraction may be felt in many ways. Wow. B is for by. Really? You can shout it out loud. I like I like more than one gender, and that makes me proud. Oh, really? Really? Listen, you have anything you want to say on this app?
Debased art.
Because at this point right now, I'm disturbed.
All all right, most definitely, because this is where Christ warned us in terms of mortifying our members and what we see. So we're gonna get Christ's words pertaining this because at this point this is getting really interested. Get me Matthew 5 and pick up at verse 29. Because they said that art, you know the saying, air,
Mhm,
AIR, art
mhm,
imitates reality. But
mhm.
in life, in life, we see where they are depicting reality, are showing a reality through art. They want to push their reality through art.
Exactly.
So what we need to do is this because it's no longer art imitating reality. It's more like they're pushing their reality or agenda through art. That is what's going on now.
Book of.
Because
Mhm.
go ahead,
Yeah, man. I was gonna read, but go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead.
All right, the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 29.
Read.
And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out.
If thy what?
If thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out.
Now, these are some hard sayings that Christ saying because many times people don't get what Christ is saying here. When he says that if your right eye offend thee, pluck it out, what is he saying? Read.
And cast it from thee, for
Read.
it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell.
Exactly. So regarding this GBC book, if you can't stop yourself from reading it, might as well you pluck out your eye.
Mhm.
Because reading this book only gonna corrupt your thoughts. And you might believe that, oh, I'm not gonna do this. You have to understand it's media control, it's programming. That's why Christ said, if your right eye offend thee, pluck it out. 'Cause better you do it, better you make it into the kingdom without no eye. Better you blind like the man where him give sight to. More than why? Why is this so? Get me Jeremiah 17. Ah, this is the reason why we have to watch what we see. Because you ever hear them say, see no evil, speak no evil?
Mhm.
So these are the things. If we never was what I would say brainwash or inundate through the media, there wouldn't be so much corruption, I would say, that going on. But they know what they're doing. They use their debased art and push it through the media because they know this. Jeremiah 17, verse 9.
The heart is deceitful above all things.
They know that the art is deceitful above all things. They know. So you might think that, hey, this not really affecting me. But what they're doing is planting a seed. Before
Mhm.
you know, before you know, by the time you look, I mean, many of us are pe- people would be growing up. Certain things wasn't on our mind until here comes art, push
Mhm.
and backed by the media because they know that the art is deceitful. So all they need to do is plant a seed. And once that seed reap its benefits, then it's game over. Once that seed start to sprout, they're gonna say, "Oh, I born this way. I this, I that. This is how I am. This is who I am. This is this." Nothing like that. It's a seed that was planted because the system, the media know that the art is what?
The heart is deceitful above all things.
They know that the art is deceitful above all things, right?
Who can know it?
Who can know it? So there's a question. So when you believe that it's okay with you because you're strong enough and that will never affect you, or really, the more you seep in these things, for example, you might never, since we're on the topic of the gay BC, you might never become a homosexual, or the proud community, be a part of the proud community. But they program you so much, you accept it.
Mhm.
So it's either you be a part of them or you accept them. So it go both ways. So you might say, I will never become this, I will never become that. Why I'm saying this? We here in Jamaica, we have this quote unquote actor. I don't know whether to call him actor or actress. Big when he out here, he's known as one of the most funniest actor. And people would spend their money and sit and watch him act a play, behaving like a female.
Mhm.
We all know that slim, borderline person. We all know him.
And not only that, act to back up what you actually say, right? The Bible says in Romans 1:32, who know in the judgment of God that they which commit such things are worthy of death. So the person who carry out these acts are worthy of death according to scripture. Not
Exactly.
only do the same, so it's not the person who are doing it are worthy of death, but have pleasure in them that do it. You who go and sit down and watch them do it with no correction.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
So we, according to scripture, um, Acts with this book, right? Acts 19 and 19. Many of them also which use curious arts brought their books together and burn them before all men. So book like GBC is supposed to take before the whole world
And be burned.
and be burned,
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
right? Because it only corrupt the minds of the kids, corrupt the minds of the parents who actually take it and give to their child, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or even the school who actually promote it, and the person who endorse it, and also the author,
Exactly.
right? And they counted the price of them and found it 50,000 pieces of it because these books cost a lot of money. So it corrupt the mind and also weaken the pocket,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
So we as a people who is standing up for righteousness must speak against these things, right?
Con.
Don't promote these books. Speak against them, right? I don't know. I think we cover a lot tonight. I don't know if anyone of your brothers have anything else to say, but I think I have said enough.
Most definitely we can bring it up because I have a few precepts locked here.
All right, yeah, man. Just bring out the precept.
Yeah. So continue with the Jeremiah 17 act.
Jeremiah 17 and verse 9.
Read.
The heart is deceitful above all things
The art is deceitful above all things, so we have to careful the things that we let inside our mind. Read.
and desperately wicked.
And desperately wicked because the art is desperately wicked. Read.
Who can know it?
Who can know it? So that's a question. Remember, a God alone can search out the hearts and reins of men.
Mhm.
God alone do that. Cannot even we ourselves can search out our own heart because it wicked. We got that malignant root in it. Go over back now to Christ at Matthew 15. Because we have to guard our members. We have to be careful. Matthew 15 pick up at 17.
Matthew 15, verse 17.
Read.
Do not ye yet understand that whatsoever entereth into in at the mouth goeth into the belly and is
Exactly.
cast out into the draught?
Exactly. So whatever go into the belly is cast out into the drought. So this is actually what I would say an example or a scenario that was taking place in terms of washing hands. So Christ was letting them know that hey, washing hands, these are traditions of men that not really do nothing. Is what because the food just go into the belly and is cast out into the draught. But hear what defiled in you. Read.
Verse 18. But those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man.
Exactly. So the things that come out from the mouth. So these artists that are singing all kind of slackness and say, "Oh, it's just birds." No, it's not. It's defiling you. These comedians that talking all types of crap, thinking it's funny. Oh, it's just words. No, it's defiling. The entertainers, the actors, the actress that doing these plays, whether it be the Madia, I don't know why people. I realized that even Madea series and all these things become a big thing in quote unquote a homophobic country. The females love it. These are the things are what corrupting we as a people. Things that we speak, things that we because we listen so much, we see so much that
Yeah.
we eye a get problem, our ears a get problem. So now we mouth a get problem.
Mhm.
Read.
But those things which proceed out of the mouth come from the heart, and they defile the man.
Exactly. The things that proceed out of the mouth come from the heart and it a defile you. So we have to careful of idle words. I think we should get that, Hold it right there, jump over to Matthew 12. Because these things go in especially for the artists that say, oh, it's just words. Matthew 12. And pick up at verse 30,
12
36.
and 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of
Ex-
judgment.
so this is a message for the artists them. Every idle word that you should speak, you're gonna give account. Read. Reader.
Verse 37. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned.
Get that? By your words you shall be justified, and by your words you shall be condemned. So if you want to be justified, ensure that your words are right. And the Bible also said, if you want to be condemned, it's your same words God condemn you. Because it a go judge you. Also, so when some people talk about words are wind and this and that, sticks and stones may break my bone, but words this, that. Listen, God are gonna use your own words against you. This is why you believe that when a police stopped you, him ensure that he read the mini Miranda. He ensure that he told you that to be tell you that to be silent. You have the right to remain silent before the court of law, right?
Mhm.
Why you think you do that? Because he know that your words gonna be is can either make you or break you.
Mhm.
Because this is coming right from the heavens. And the day of judgment, your words are going to either make you or break you. So for all who feel like their mouth is in their middle of them face to just talk and say all manner of evil, not and think say they're innocent, you best believe it. It gonna be used against you. This is why Christ said, let your words be few. And the secret societies know this, The secret societies know this. I'm gonna present something here. So because they know this is what they do. Hold on. Present, share screen. Because they know that their words can use. See in my screen?
Um, uh, yeah, man.
Okay. This these are celebrities doing. I show you some of them might be recognizable while some may not. But these are celebrities doing what they call peace signs. So because they know that their words can use against them, they rather use symbols. No, many people are seeing been using these signs in pictures. It's like people cannot take pictures without doing signs. This is the most common one. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem because they program you through the media for you to believe that this is actually a peace sign. No, it's not a peace sign. If you see where the mouse or the cursor is at with this one, notice quote unquote peace with tongue long out.
Hmm.
You know what this actually represent? This represent the horn,
Mm-hmm.
the Baphomet horn. This is what it represent, and we can see it here. We have Ray Charles, we have Simon, we have couple prominent one there. So
Yeah.
we have Will Smith, we have a lot of them. A lot of them. Look at this. Why so many of these celebrities would be doing this? You know why? By doing this, this is a sign to show that hey, they are in allegiance with the quote unquote goat. That
Mm-hmm.
is the next thing that people need to be aware of. Goat. The
Mm-hmm.
term goat. Oh, the greatest of all time. No, that's just a trick. The goat is referring to the devil. That's
Mm-hmm.
why Christ, when Christ stated that he gonna separate the sheep from the goats. So why you want to call yourself a goat? Call yourself a sheep. That would be better.
Both them
We,
rebellious.
we see even Donald Trump right here doing the quote unquote peace sign. And we know Donald Trump is far from peace.
Hmm.
So does this sign really mean peace? What they are telling you? They are telling you they are in allegiance with the goat. This
Mm-hmm.
sign represent the art, the horn. So we see Snoop Dogg right here. We see Will Smith's son, Jaden Smith, right here. We have to be careful, people. We have to be careful. Ak, I'm gonna ask you to get me Proverbs 6, Ak.
Mm-hmm. The book, verse 16,
Verse 12.
12. Proverbs 6, verse 12. A naughty person and a wicked man walketh with a froward mouth.
Exactly. So a naughty person and a wicked person walk with a forward mouth. So if these artists, these entertainers claim to not being forward and not being wicked, why so many things is chopping, scamming, thieving, drug selling,
Mm-hmm.
naked women? Why all of this being promoted? Why is only this we hear in the music and seeing broadcast through the media on a huge scale? Read.
Verse 13. He winketh
He winketh with his what?
with his eyes,
Read.
he speaketh with his feet.
Exactly, because they know that their words will be used against them. Now they start doing sign language like them dumb or deaf.
Mhm.
And let the mass follow believing, oh, it's just innocent. It's innocent. No, it's forward.
Mhm.
He winked with his what?
He winketh with his eyes.
No, if you look at this, supposed to see in my screen, right?
Not as yet. I think I might have to share it or something. All right, yeah, seeing it now.
All right, here we have Justin Bieber winking with his eyes.
Mhm.
This is an issue. The Bible blatantly showing them up
Mhm.
that these are things that the wicked does. Right here we see the quote unquote goat, the Baphomet. Right here. Here he is, the
Mhm.
Baphomet. This is the goat that they're referring to. Read.
He speaketh with his feet.
He speaketh with his feet. So they have a lot of hand gestures, high gestures, finger hand gestures. This is how they operate. Read.
He teacheth with his fingers.
He teacheth with his what?
With his fingers.
So just now when we show that the peace signs, it's not peace sign. It's a message he's sending. It's a message being sent. If you look right here on the screen, we see a plethora
Uh-huh.
of entertainers using both their eyes and fingers, making signs, sending message.
Yep.
This is not art, people. This is wickedness. This is not art. This is them pushing their agendas through art, via art. It's not art imitating reality here. Because this was nowhere in reality.
Exactly.
This was nobody was doing this until them start doing it and pushing it. None.
Who tell them to do it?
And the question must ask, as the brother asks, who told them to do it? Who? Who is it? Read that.
Verse 14. Frowardness is in his heart.
Exactly. And any one of these celebrities I can pick out and I can tell you that they're forward because they know what they're doing. Forwardness is in their heart. We have to be careful of how the media pushing these debased art, these immorality, and then you believe that, oh, it's the norm. No, it's not the norm. They push it on you. It's This is why it's called television programming. You have to understand the mind is like a CPU. Get it? CPU is the central processing unit. It is the brain of the computer. This is why it contains what? The memory. Don't need to get into IT right here, but I sure know the IT fans will know what I'm talking about. You have the RAM, the ROM, and all of these things. At the same thing, it mimics the mind. Just like how you can program a computer, they know that they can program the mind. Hence why it is called television programming. It's not by chance it was called that or titled that way. It's not by chance. And we have to be mindful of what's really going on. Read.
He deviseth mischief continually.
He deviseth mischief continually. This why? Because nobody readily picking up on these signs and people still following them
Uh-huh.
till they even start do these signs. Every picture, if you scroll on Instagram, you hardly can see a picture be taken without one of these signs. Whether it be the Baphomet sign, the hand sign, the all-seeing sign, they have to. We see a popular entertainer out here have a sign where him call unruly sign. It's not no unruly sign, it's the Baphomet sign.
Uh-huh.
You know what he's doing? He's a sellout. Don't make that unruly brother there where basically sacrifice him own friend.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And guess what? Guess who him a lick head with? Guess who him lick head with? This man right here.
Yep. Drake.
And see him crowning here showing you what he is
Uh-huh.
amongst his fellow peers.
Fine.
Makes no sense. And people I wonder if people too blind to see these things. Read up.
Frowardness is in his art. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. Therefore,
Exactly.
mhm.
Read.
Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly.
His calamity comes suddenly. How many times we hear that one of these artists died?
Mhm.
Whether they die from overdose, drugs, sex, all manner. When the system done with them just die.
Mhm.
This is Bible, telling you what the system is, and who better for know it than the wisest man. The Bible dubbed him the wisest man. Read.
Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy.
He shall be broken without remedy. Meaning, a lot of times these artists, after doing and involving so many debauchery, debased art, they become broken and need help. And it cannot be remedified. It cannot, because they defile their soul so much. The only thing they can do is do an overdose.
Mhm.
Because the Bible tell you that he shall be broken without remedy. They cannot come back. They
Into
cannot
deep.
come. Then in too deep. And you see this and believe it's all fun. These are quote unquote role models they're using to push in all form at the base art. Read.
Verse 16. These six.
Okay, I believe we can
Hold it
leave it
there.
right there. Get my Titus 10 arc. Titus 1 and verse 10. Sorry.
Oh, 1 and 10. Missed it. Hold on. Titus 1 and verse 10.
Read that.
For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision.
Exactly. So there are many talkers and deceivers, especially them of the circumcision. The circumcision is referring to Israel. We as a people, the black quote unquote black community, the Negro community, the Hispanics, the Latinos, the native, we we are the circumcision. Read.
Verse 11, whose mouths must be stopped.
So the Bible said these men, their mouth must be stopped. Their this entertainment business where them are going with, them it need to stop. Whether it be the Maria, it must stop. Whether it be TDGX, it must stop. Whether it be Usher, R. Kelly, Whitney Houston, Beyonce, them must be stopped. Too much of them. Read.
Whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses.
Because if them mouth not get stopped, them are subvert the whole house. And we see where this is what going on. The media push these guys to subvert the whole houses.
Mhm.
So you look at data, want to be Cardi B. What a role model. Nicki Minaj, Beyonce. Your son, I look up to Lil Wayne, Lil Uzi Vert. Young Ace, Skeng, Skillibeng. Even the name that makes sense. It just sounds like some onomatopoeia. Skillibeng, Skeng. What is that? Lily Uzi Vert. What is a Lily Uzi Vert? The last time I know Uzi is a gun. So what the Lily Uzi Vert, what that's supposed to mean? The name not even makes sense. That alone to show you the level of art they're coming with. Name no make sense, them no make sense. Read that.
Who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they are not.
Teaching things which there are not, whether it be through songs, whether it be through philosophy, it doesn't matter. Because early on we would have bring out that this is how we teach people. The art was made to teach people through songs, hymns, psalms. Now they're using it to defile people. Read that.
For filthy lucre's sake.
For what?
For filthy lucre's sake.
The Bible say, for filthy lucre's sake. Lucre is money. Lucre is finance. And the Bible says it's filthy. So if you ever wonder why, every time you tackle an artist, say, yo, you cannot sing these things. You cannot do these things. Oh, you know, so my family, more feed my family and the people them now gravitate to this and no rubbish. So they basically simply telling you that they don't care about you. It's all about the money, the bag, the duffel bag, the dough, the cheddar, the moolah, whatever term, the cheese, whatever term they want, it's filthy. The Bible said they do this for filthy lucre's sake, for money. Read that.
Verse 12. One of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, the Cretians are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies.
Exactly. So one of them basically being a witness, I say, yo, them a liar, evil be slow belly. You know what that mean? Him a liar, him a wicked, him greedy. Even of them own peers, yeah, are gonna have people coming up. How much time you always hear artists in a contention with another artist because another artist I say, yo, I greedy, them man, they greedy. At this, them man, they man, they are wicked, them man, they are this. They are, they are being witness against their own. This is the example Paul saying right here. Say, yo, even one of them own, I tell you, say, yo, them greedy, them are slow belly for sure. You. Them can't satisfy and them are liar. Like many of the artists them today, them are liar. Read that.
Verse 13. This witness is true.
So Paul says this witness is true. So the one where I come out where I say the rest of artists them this and that witness is true. Read.
Wherefore rebuke them sharply.
So Paul give we a command, so we must rebuke them sharply. Paul I tell Titus say, oh, you see them brother, they rebuke them sharply. So when you have certain artists coming out or certain people coming out licking, rebuking these men, in a care who them be, people always have a thing where say, oh, you cannot rebuke them, them a make them money. Just like the other day we hear Muta Baruka say, oh, coffee making her money. So him not see where him business about this and that and him no business. What? You should be rebuking them sharply. Oh, but because you don't believe in the Bible, so everything now makes sense. This to show you that these men are wicked. Even the ones that claim to be in quote unquote consciousness and spirituality and righteousness. They are corrupt. Read that.
That they may be sound in the faith.
Exactly. So when you rebuke them, then they may be sound in the faith. They may come back to righteousness and sing positive songs. Why? Read.
Verse 14. Not giving heed to Jewish fables,
Not giving heed to what?
Jewish fables,
Not giving heed to what?
Jewish fables.
People. This is the only place in the Bible you find that word Jewish. So it's not by chance it is there. So all of these entertainers, what they giving heed to? Jewish fables. What the brothers them would call small hats. They are the one controlling Hollywood. Yes, those guys in the black witchcraft looking hat and the black coat like them are Undertaker. Yeah. So the Bible calling them out right here. The Bible calling them out directly. Hollywood is run by these small hats. So the Bible identify and telling us who they really are and who they're being followed. Read.
And commandments of men,
And commandments of what?
of men,
There are men pleasers following the crowd because of money. Read.
that turn from the truth.
Read.
Unto the pure all things are pure.
Exactly. So you see, if we see some persons going off and we correct them and them catch up on themselves and say, oh, snap. You know, me never really mean it. Me not look pan it that way. Me never did I look pan it that way. Me never really mean nothing about it. Because him now come to the realization and say, oh, you know, say I just follow me, did I follow? Me never really mean it that way. These men are considered to be pure, clean, innocent. Because why? They never know they just was doing it. It's not like the rest of them who really gone off. They take the correction and they now come back. That's why the Bible says, unto the pure all things are pure. So the pure in heart now go worry about correction then. In other words, that's why Paul said rebuke them sharply. When you rebuke them sharply and them come back sound to the faith, now follow Jewish fables, they become pure. But you see the one them when are pure, them are going to continue in them folly. Read.
But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is
But
nothing pure.
but to them that are what?
Are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure.
Exactly. So it's a class here. You have some where we take correction and change them dirty ways. For example, Buju Banton was once a quote unquote corrupt artist. Buju Banton wasn't always a Rasta for many people who don't know. Buju Banton was singing all kind of folly. But the first time him get the first set of backlash, him turn Rasta immediately.
Bear in mind, Buju used to sing Half You Get Your Body Even by Gunpoint.
Exactly my point.
Mm-hmm.
And this was when he was a ballad. But as soon as Buju start get the backlash, immediately Buju things start change. Him start ras and say, you know, say a true. Because why? The brother have a level of purity. Him clean. The word pure here mean clean, innocent. That's what the word. Him innocent. Even though what he did is wrong, he's innocent of it because it wasn't intentional. In other words, that's what the Bible means. That's why Paul come back and say, but to them that are defiled and unbelieving, read,
Is nothing pure.
is nothing what?
Is nothing pure.
Them not clean. Them not clean because they choose not to take correction. They want to continue in them same dirty lifestyle because of money. Paul break it down here to Titus, read.
But even their minds and conscience is defiled.
Their mind and conscience is defiled. They're all about the money. There's no turning back. Read.
They profess that they know God.
They what?
They profess that they know God.
Your protege,
Mhm,
your coffee, bo share, bo toast, your
mhm,
Lila IKEA. I say, boy, what am I gonna do when God come? But yet still, she's pushing folly and saying that she's on the other side. Professing that they know God, but still doing folly. Paul warns us of these people. Read.
They profess that they know God, but in works they deny Him.
But in work, so them talk with them out like them know God. You name it. Coffee have couple positive song, but yet still share each up in a video with Sam Smith, like the brother with the video that the brother just shared.
Mhm.
I promote all farmer the baseness. In them go on like them know God, but in them works, them deny him. That is a problem. Paul identify the culprits here. Read.
Being abominable,
Being what?
being abominable
They are abominable. Read.
and disobedient,
And disobedient because them not take correction. Them want to live them same dirty lifestyle. Cause them are them own big man, them own big man, them do what them want, them a make them own money according to Muta Baruka.
mhm,
So they are now disobedient and become abominable. Nobody can talk to them. Read.
and unto every good work reprobate.
And unto every good work reprobate. No, we're going over to the second chapter because we're wrapping it up. And I'm gonna ask you to start at verse 6.
All right, Titus 2, verse 6.
Read.
Young men likewise exhort to be sober minded.
So the young men them because they're speaking to man, when I expect woman to take them charge and lead the nation back. We have to stand up as a man. And you see, because we have mostly young men in the music industry, we're giving, and not only in the music industry, the entertainment industry, we're talking to the young men them, the Popcorn, the Sking, the Skilly Bang, the Pablo YG, the Young Hiss, all of them, the Malidan, whatever them want name. There are so many of them that pop up that is so young. Use on a talent to do this. Reader.
Verse 7. In all things, shewing thyself a pattern of good works.
Show in all things thyself a pattern of good works. No make people know you for Mali. No make people know you for because you ever sing about gun and violence. No make people know because your pants below your waist. They are your knee like you have a load in it. Read.
In doctrine, shewing uncorruptness,
In doctrine showing uncorruptness, meaning whatever you're pushing, whatever knowledge, information you're pushing, it must be of purity, uncorruptness. It's not supposed to full of corruption. Read.
gravity, sincerity.
Gravity and sincerity, it must be sound. It's a reason why the word grave is come from gravity, or the word gravity come from grave. It must be sound and concrete.
Mhm.
Read.
Verse 8, sound speech.
Sound speech. Sound speech. This madness, boy, who I smoke, Tekean, who I smoke, Bibi. That is not sound speech. That's folly. Oh my god, right now my life I scratch my figure, bust my head. That is not sound speech. Oh, plane just crash with the coke. That is not sound speech. I'm in love with the cocoa. That is not sound speech. Read that.
The sound speech that cannot be condemned.
That cannot be condemned. How much of these artists that we can easily condemn through their speech? It makes no sense. No sense it's making. With that, I'm gonna heal and I'm just gonna play a bit of clip here because the people them need to understand what's really going on. And while this video that I'm about to play might seem fake, as we would normally say, pick the sense out of nonsense. So take the sense and leave the none. Because the funniest thing, this video might just be real. Remember, the devil, don't make them trick you. The devil is actually real, running to and fro on the earth. You have people that literally talking to the devil, not figuratively. They're literally talking to the devil himself, and the devil telling them what to do. At times, the devil literally come chat to you through your media on your TV, and you don't know. Because why? The devil now go come on TV and show him face and say, "Oh yes, I'm the devil." People are gonna readily deny that. But look at this. See it my screen?
Fine.
Here, this interview, I kind of put it one third of it already because not much need to hear out of it from that part. So I'm just gonna play it.
The next person. Once I make them famous, I can really use them to promote my agenda.
So this is the quote unquote devil talking. Say, yo, once I made these men famous, I can use them to promote the agenda. Meaning, once he made the king famous, we see all of these artists that quote unquote get so famous. Notice you find them in a some, you hear them talk about witchcraft. You have one where I say, wait till me about the giant. Wait till me about the giant. Science. Wait till me about the giant. You know what is giant? Giant is the offsprings of these devils, the fallen angels, them. So they know what they're singing. But here, quote unquote, devil telling you his plan.
With their help, I've convinced half of the world to not only accept sin, but to celebrate it. Do you know what has been my most enjoyable pride campaign to date?
No, what?
Well, my gay pride campaign, of course. Not only do I get the chance to promote your own self-destruction, I get to use God's logo, the rainbow, to do it. Love is love, right?
Exactly. So the devil here telling you that this is art, you know. So the devil know what he's doing. So when he use the rainbow logo as the art of the proud community, him just explain it. Him say, oh, him take this for fun. I use God's logo. Him call it God's logo, the rainbow. So tell me if they don't know. We have to be careful of how the media pushing things.
Hey, that way him just said that just deep, right? Let me put this on the screen, right? I'm gonna show you something.
Go ahead.
And whole Yawa Allah, Wisdom of Solomon 14 verses 12. Check this out. Let me present this.
Stop share. Look. I'm stop share.
Okay. Right? Now, what we see right here is a picture of Caesar Borgia, right? So this is the image of who we call Jesus Christ, right? And this is what is being pushed throughout the whole world as the image of Christ, right? So when we talk about art, a lot of persons don't understand how art, right? How art play an important part, right, in deceiving our people. Because when we look at this, a lot of our people, especially in the Christian world today, have this image in their mind as Jesus Christ, the Messiah. This is what is in their mind. Read that what you got, Ak.
Wisdom of Solomon 14 and verse 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication.
Right, you notice the Bible says spiritual fornication, not literal fornication. Because literal fornication is when you actually lie with someone who you're not married with. That's literal. But when you deal with worship, that's spiritual fornication. Right? Read on.
And the invention of them, the corruption of life.
Because once, right, once they invent this image, it is the corruption of life, because a lot of people have this in their mind as Christ, the Lord and Savior. Read.
Verse 13. For neither were they from the beginning.
From the beginning, we didn't have this picture. Right? Abraham, Isaac, Adam didn't have this picture as the Messiah. Read.
Neither shall they be forever.
Right, and it will not last forever, because Christ is going to stop it. Right? When Christ put in his appearance, we will see him as he is, and he's not this. Read.
Verse 14. For by the vain glory of men they entered into the world.
Right. By the vain glory, without use, without effect of men, they entered into the world. Pictures like this, having our people bowing down to it. Right? Read.
And therefore shall they come shortly to an end.
Right. This image will come to an end shortly. Go on.
Verse 15. For a father afflicted with untimely mourning.
Right. So a father afflicted with untimely mourning, right? That's Rodrigo Borgia, right? Rodrigo Borgia. What we're looking on the screen right now is Caesar Borgia, right? So Rodrigo is the father and this is the son. Read.
When he hath made for a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he hath made an image of his child soon taken away.
Right, so his child is about to die. He called, right? He called the artist, right, to actually draw a picture of his son. Read.
No honored him as a god.
No honored him as a god. This image that we are looking at right here. Read.
Which was then a dead man.
Which was what?
Then a dead man.
This is a dead man we are looking at right here, family. It's just a picture of his memory being circulating around on the internet, in books, and so on and so forth. It's a dead man you're looking at. This is not Christ. Read.
And delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices.
Right. So this is where you get ceremonies and sacrifices, your Easter, right? Your Palm Sunday. It's directed toward this man as some kind of ceremony. It doesn't exist within scripture. Read.
Verse 16. Thus, in the process of time, an ungodly custom grown strong was
You hear
taken.
that? In the process of time, an ungodly custom grows strong. The worshiping of this man. Right? Read.
Was kept as a law.
It was now kept as a law to worship this man as he is the Messiah. Right? Your Easter Sunday. Right? All of that, your Palm Sunday, is worshiping of this man right here, Caesar Borgia, not Christ, because you cannot find it within scripture. Read.
And graven images.
And what?
And graven images.
This is a painting. This is a graven image. Read.
Were worshipped by the commandments of kings.
You hear that? It was worshipped by the commandments of king because his father was a king, the 6th Pope of Rome. Read.
Verse 17, whom men could not honor in presence because they dwelt far off.
Right, so you have, listen, when they create this in Spain, right? Because they were in Spain at the time. When they create this in Spain, kings in Africa, kings in other parts of the earth could not worship this because they weren't close. So what did they do? Read.
They took the counterfeit of his figures from far.
They take the counterfeit of his face. This is a counterfeit, right? We're going to get what Christ looked like in scripture. This is a counterfeit. This is not Christ. Read.
And made an express image of a king whom they honored, to the end that by this their forwardness.
Right, their wickedness. Forwardness is wickedness. Read.
They might flatter him that was absent as
so if the people who wasn't there when they create this, they flatter them when they bring it to them. People was in awe. Like, oh, look at Christ. He's so beautiful. He have long stringy hair. He have blue eyes. Read.
Flattered him that was absent as if he were present.
As if he were present. Read.
Also, the singular diligence of the artificer did help to set forward.
Right. So Leonardo da Vinci, he actually do a good job with the painting. It is so good. Right? Read.
Did help to set forward the ignorant to more superstition.
Right. So because he did the picture so good, he flattered people and he make it so good where people now accept it. The ignorant. Right? He's now being revered as a god. Read.
For he peradventure, willing to please one in authority,
he did such a good job to please the king. Read.
Force all his skill to make the resemblance of the best fashion.
You hear that there? He forced himself, he pushed it to the limit to make sure, okay, let me do this picture so good that I may what? Force all his skill to make the resemblance of the best fashion because he was willing to please those in authority, kings. That's why his name perpetuates until this day. Read.
And so the multitude, allured by the grace of the work.
Right. So the multitude of people, right, was flattered by the work, by the painting. They were like, wow, this is nice. And they call it their Lord and Savior. Read on. And guess who promote this today? The Christian church. The Christian church is the one promote this today. So even those who claim they believe in Bible being deceived. Read.
Took him now for a god,
They now took this man for a god. Read on.
which a little before was but honored as a man.
Which before time was only honored as a man. Read on.
Verse 21. And this was an occasion to deceive the whole world.
To deceive the what?
The world.
They deceived the world through a painting. Hence the title, Debased Art. Through a title, through a painting, they deceive the whole world. Read.
For men serving either calamity or tyranny.
Right, because listen, the king, they were so forceful with this image. Is either calamity or tyranny. Is either death or force. Read.
Did ascribe unto stones and stocks.
Right, they now agree to stones and stock, because we don't just have this picture on paper. It is in stone. It's been engraved in stone and stock, wood. Right? It's now on a cross with someone on it. Wood. It's now in also iron, brass, anything you can think of, you can find this image. Person have it around their neck, them gold chain, with a silver, it's on their ring. Read.
The incommunicable name.
Right, so them now ascribe this, right, unto the Most High name. They add this image to the Most High name. Read.
22. Moreover, this was not enough for them.
And it wasn't enough for them. They take it a little further. Read.
That they erred in the knowledge of God. But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance.
The Bible says they are in ignorance. Read.
Those so great plagues call they peace.
Right. So those so great plague, they call peace. I yield the floor.
Con. So with that, we might just have to close out with the video. Resume back with the video. Stop share.
All right. Okay, let me stop share.
I'm going to share one scripture, right? You can pull up the video still. Sirach 42 and verse 24. And why I bring this up is because we see where people within the art and what they're trying to portray the LGBT community, so on and so forth, who would say that okay, they are born this way, but no, the Most High is not the art of confusion. He's not gonna give you a male figure and make you feel like you are a woman. Doesn't make any sense, right? Something else is at work here, right? Whether it be on the chemical level, true, even when a woman is pregnant with a child, them can manipulate and do certain things to the hormones of the child, so on and so forth, or through the art, the programming. So it says here, Sirach 42 and 24, all things are double one against another. So you have male, you have female. They are opposite, but come together. They are perfect together, right? All things are double one against another, and he had made nothing imperfect. So the Most High never make anything imperfect. Imperfection came through the deception of the devil. Go ahead.
Con. Speaking of devil, let's get some more from him.
My plan not only prevents you worthless humans from reproducing, it distorts the gender roles and allow me to bring all types of chaos and confusion upon your pathetic societies. It's been so successful, I've got men convinced they're women, and women convinced they're men, and some convinced they're no gender at all. And I've got two more Pride Initiative campaigns I'd like to introduce in the near future.
Really? I'm guessing you probably want me to ask you what they are, right?
Well, first, it's abortion pride. Now, I think we can pull this off. Society is definitely ready for it. I've enlisted the help of Planned Parenthood to work with marketing and promotions. And all we'll have to do is silence the so-called abolitionists and pro-lifers because the rest of the church doesn't seem to care. And second is pedophilia pride. Now, society might not be ready for this one just yet, so we'll hold off. I need to desensitize them a little more before we introduce it.
Okay. Let's change gears for a minute and talk about policy. Some may consider your policies destructive, dangerous even. What would be your response to that? What would you say to your detractors?
All of my policies are aimed to do one of three things: either steal, kill, or destroy. And if it's not doing one or all three of those things, then it's not in my agenda and I'm not promoting it.
Okay. I'm happy you said that. It seems as if you promote your agenda differently to different ethnicities. If so, why?
Of course, I'd be a fool not to. Take Black people, for instance. As a people, they're super spiritual.
Here we go. This is the important part. Listen carefully. Let me pull it up back. So, Black people, listen. Why you are being used to promote so many filthiness.
I'd be a fool not to. Take Black people, for instance. As a people, they're super spiritual. So I can't really convince them that there is no God. What I have been able to do as of late is convince them that he's not the God of the Bible. Now, I've been real successful at promoting Black consciousness and Islam in their communities.
I'm so happy you mentioned Black people. It seems as if we've been at the very top of your agenda for quite some time. Why is that?
A few reasons. Black people help me reach the masses. Now, as you know, I was over music in heaven. My beats were so dope, I got over a third of the angels to follow me. And once I got here to the earth, I needed artists and entertainers to help me promote my message here. Who better than Black people? Black people.
Hear that? So just like what mentioned early on, where we were formed to show forth the Most High praise, the devil know this, so he's doing just that. Show forth his praise with us. And the Most High have a problem with that.
People possess all the natural rhythm and music ability that I need. And it's easy for me to influence them with money since so many of them grew up without it. Another reason I target Black people is because they're strong mentally and physically. If Black men were to ever find their identity in Christ, I'd be in trouble. So I try my best to destroy the Black family structure and keep Black men away from his family and the church. Drugs and incarceration are a couple of my more popular means. Without the head of the household present, I can become the head and influence the children without too much resistance.
So you mean to tell me that your policies are intentionally racist against Black people?
Racist? This has got to be the best law I've ever come up with. Now, I can't believe.
Exactly. So we think we get the point.
Right there, Marvin Wemser, right?
Yeah.
The agenda is to corrupt Black people, right?
Exactly.
So they know exactly who them actually are dealing with. Any church out there who would say not standing against pedophilia, homosexuality, all type of debauchery, right? This wicked music, and you're not doing street preaching to wake up your people. You're of the devil.
Exactly. Because as he mentioned, it's all about silencing.
Exactly.
That's why Paul said to Titus, we must rebuke them sharply.
Exactly. If you're not going out there to wake up your people, you're only thinking about money. You are of the devil.
Exactly. Filthy lucre's sake.
Exactly. You only just want to sit back and say, okay, remember tithes and offering. You are the devil.
And we can close out on that point, since we just even play the devil agenda small interview, as Christ would say, you are of your father the devil, as the brother would say just now.
Yep. As they would say from the what? The horse's mouth or the devil's mouth.
Exactly. So with that, this video is well laced. We ask people to take the message, don't watch the messenger.
Shalom.
Peace and blessing.
Shalom.